So you want to know if it's possible to box and lift weights at the same time. Well, I got you covered on that topic. Keith Moore, strength and conditioning coach here at Lights Out. And I have competed in both bodybuilding and I have 2 amateur fights. So it's 2 different scenarios we can look at here. Are you looking to box in order to compete and get in the ring? Or are you looking to box just for general fitness? Now, that's going to change how you're going to train and how often you're going to lift weights. So let's take the first example. If you're looking to compete in boxing, if you're looking to fight, you have to prioritize your boxing training. So that should be coming first and foremost, and then your lifting should aid in your boxing skill set. So you should be doing all things that are going to transfer over to make you a better boxer. You should not be looking to compete in boxing and training like a bodybuilder. That is a completely different sport, and yes, it will hurt you when it comes time to get in the ring. Now, if you are looking to box just for general fitness, then you can do boxing 2 to 3 times a week, but you're going to want to prioritize your weight training if you're looking to maximize your muscle growth. So let's go more into detail about the first example here regarding boxing in order to compete. So I'll tell you all what I did as far as my training goes and why I did that in order for it to make me successful in the ring. Now granted, I started boxing late, so I knew that my time window was very short to learn and get in the ring. So I fought in the novice division, and at 35 is when you go to the masters division. So I wanted to fight before getting to masters. I wanted to fight guys that were whatever age. Turned out my opponent in my fight last May was 27. So I'm like, that's perfect, because I wanted to really get in there and compete and go after it. So my training for getting ready for a fight, I had to prioritize my boxing. So I was training with my boxing coach 3 straight days a week. Then the other 3 days, I know it's 7 days in a week, but I had 1 rest day. The other 3 days I would do boxing as well, and I would mix in 2 days of strength and conditioning. So I'm doing 6 boxing sessions per week. Each day would be something different. 2 of those days would be sparring, and then I'm adding in strength and conditioning, but I'm still prioritizing the boxing first. So my strength and conditioning, it would either be part of my boxing workout if my coach added it in, or I would do it after the workout because I did not want it to affect my boxing. As a result of this, yes, I did lose muscle mass because I had to lose a lot of weight to fight. I fought at the 147-pound division. My normal walk-around weight is about 170 pounds. So 1, I had to get my weight down. 2, I started boxing late, so I really had to get after it and train for long hours in order to learn at a faster rate, so that way I can get in the ring before I had to fight in the Masters division. Now, yes, I lost muscle mass, but I was in the best shape I have ever been in my entire life, just from an overall fitness level. So it was okay for me to sacrifice muscle mass because I was able to move a lot better. My mobility and flexibility became better, and I truly learned how to actually fight. So it's cool, like going around being muscular, looking good, but it means nothing if you're not willing to get in there and compete in a combat sport. And me being a strength and conditioning coach, I really wanted to challenge myself and say, well, if I'm working with fighters, I want to know what it feels like to be in there, because I feel like it will help me become a better coach, and that it did. Now, let's transition over. Boxing for fitness, which is what I am doing now. I'm not competing at the moment. I'm not sure if I'll compete again. I'm 35 now. My goal is to continue to build myself up, build my business up as a strength and conditioning coach. So now my branding and my personal goals have to outweigh what my boxing dreams are, because I have to be realistic with myself. Now, the boxing for fitness, how I train for that now is I do about 2 days a week of boxing. I don't train with a coach anymore. I do my own boxing, shadow boxing, jump rope, heavy bag work, push the sled, a lot of sledgehammers. So still add in those 2 days of boxing workouts during the week, and then the 4 other days during the week I am doing weight training. 4 to 5 other days during the week I do my weight training. I rarely double up, but if I'm going to do like 5 weight training days in a week, I'll double up one of those days where I have boxing and weight training. But I'll do my weight training first now, and then my boxing second, because now my goal is to put back on a lot of the muscle mass that I lost, but at the same time, I still want to have an overall great fitness level to still be able to hit mitts, hit the bag, and do boxing workouts. Now, I still train with a lot of explosiveness because I don't want to just focus on building muscle and it slow me down when I'm hitting the mitts or when I'm punching, because I think the ultimate test, especially for men, is like combat, being able to do a combat sport. It, one, will help you have self-defense in any situation. Of course, you should never initiate anything, but it also gives you a certain level of confidence to know that you can defend yourself and really have the guts to do something that not many people are willing to do. So, now, what do my workouts look like specifically? If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll put a separate video together on that if you all show enough interest in the comment section below, and I'll go over like exactly what I was doing from the time I was fighting, what my workouts look like, both the boxing sessions and the strength and conditioning sessions, and then I can do a video, or put this within the same video, what exactly my workouts look like now, and then what my boxing workouts look like now. So once again, I'm doing boxing for fitness now. It's completely different. So you have to ask yourself, what is your goal? Is your goal to primarily just look good and have the most muscle mass possible? Then maybe you should be prioritizing your weightlifting over the boxing. But don't get me wrong, you can look amazing with boxing, but if you prioritize that boxing over the weightlifting, your muscle mass is not going to be as much. And then, on the other hand, if your goal is to get in there and compete, you have to make sure boxing is being prioritized. You can't go back and forth, because then you're missing out on your boxing training and your chance to improve. Now, my rest days, I would rest 1 day per week during my boxing training, but for the 2 fights I had coming up, once I got into fight camp, on those Sundays, I would do a run. It wouldn't be anything super taxing. I would do a 3-mile run just to build up my aerobic capacity, my aerobic conditioning, and it was just therapeutic for me. Now, my rest day with my weight training and my boxing for fitness is Sunday typically, but depending on what I have going on the weekend, some days I'll rest on Saturday if I need more rest, but I'm still making sure to train with that frequency. All right, hope you all found this video helpful. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Please like, subscribe, share the video. See you all soon. Peace.